7 things not to do as a home buyer in 2022. Actually, we are talking about the second half of 2022, and I am located here in McKinney, Texas. That's North Texas. Number one, don't think of this purchase as an investment. People say that your home is your biggest investment, but this will not be the case this time. This will be more like a liability at first because you are purchasing your home at the peak of the market, and chances are that it will lose its value. Eventually, the value will recover. Like at the last recession, it took about 6 to 7 years for the prices to come back up. So think about how long you're going to live in your new home. If you are going to stay there for 5 to 6 years, it's okay because your value will recover by then, hopefully. But if you are only thinking about staying in the home for a few years, renting may be a better option for you. Number two, do not use an adjustable rate mortgage. Even though it may sound like it's a good idea, initially you will have a lower interest rate, but when the interest rate changes, it may rise significantly. And yes, your lender might advise you that you can refinance the loan, but the issue with that is that you have to have equity built up in the home. And if you are buying now and the prices are going down, you will lose value. You will not have enough equity in order to refinance. So if you want to refinance, you will probably have to bring money to the table unless you built up enough equity, or you will be if you cannot make the monthly payments because they're going to be so high, you may have to sell your home at a loss. Again, you will have to bring money to the table, or you will have to do a short sale if the bank agrees, and if not, the bank will foreclose on you. It can be a very tragic situation down the road. So don't get overexcited over an adjustable rate mortgage. Just study it a little bit and make a good decision if that's something that will work for you. Number three, do not make an offer on a newly listed home. Sellers and listing agents are looking at recently sold comparable properties that were negotiated during the strong sellers market at the beginning of the year. And they are basing their asking price on those numbers. Prices are coming down. So those are really high prices unless the seller is very reasonable. And chances are that they will be holding on to the equity as much as they can. So wait and see what happens to that property. And if the house doesn't sell, they will have to drop the price or offer some kind of concessions towards closing costs for you. So that just don't rush. Just take it easy and keep an eye on a property if you really like it. Number four, don't make an emotional decision, especially if you are a first-time home buyer. But for many people, buying a home is a very emotional experience. You may have uh, saved up this money over a long time and you have all the vision about your future home. And when you find that perfect home, now you really, really want it. But be careful. Don't offer full asking price. Just wait a little bit. As I said earlier, don't go right away and offer below. Or just see if your agent can come up with a really good buying strategy for you where you can get the best deal. Don't rush. If you don't get this house, don't worry, there will be more. Just don't spend too much money because you will probably lose value of the home, and that's going to be a problem later. And of course, the next one, number five, do not engage in the bidding war. Now, if you've been trying to buy a house for a long time this year, your experience might have been that you had to give like really, really good offers to the sellers, offering prices above asking price, canceling all the contingencies and inspections. Now, this is no longer the case. Finally, you are not rushed into making a quick decision. Now you can take your time and really think about if that's the right house for you. If there's a bidding war, walk away. You will have another opportunity to find an equally nice home. Number six, don't change your financial situation, your circumstances. You may think that you already have a pre-approval letter, everything is ready. Then it's not the case, because if you open a credit card, open a new credit card, or make a large purchase on credit, or perhaps you forget to make a payment and it shows up on your credit report, now your credit score has changed. And if it changes, you may not be able to obtain a loan that you were initially pre-approved for. So be very careful with your financial situation and take very, very good care of it. Make sure you pay everything on time, and then just wait with large purchases until after the closing. And number 7, do not quit or change your job. Again, just like your financial situation, your lender will double check your employment. So you will have to be employed and prove to the lender that you are able to make the payments after the closing. If you have to switch jobs, just know that you have to be within the same category. So you can go from one job to the next if it's the same category of work, but you will have to provide 1 month of pay stub from their new employer, so that can extend the closing, postpone the closing. So that can be something risky to do. So here you go. These are my 7 tips of what not to do in this crazy market, real estate market here in the second half of 2022. Let me know if you have any questions or comments in the comment section below. And if you are looking to buy or sell, I'd like to connect with you, because everybody's needs and circumstances are different. My approach to working with buyers and sellers is to educate them so they can make an informed decision down the road. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. We don't know what's gonna happen to the market, and I'd like to keep my buyers and sellers updated. I wish I had a crystal ball, but I don't. So we will learn together. And please also share this video with anybody that you know is considering buying or selling in the near future. And now watch these videos next.